Have you ever felt like something was off? Like the government is hiding something big from us? I'm talking huge, life-altering secrets. Well, get this, I've been going down the rabbit hole, you guys, and let me tell you, it's deep. Deeper than even Trisha Paytas's conspiracy wall. What if I told you that some of the strangest, most disturbing experiments in history were conducted by the very government sworn to protect us? From mind control to time travel, these secret projects were hidden from the public until now. Okay, so picture this, it's the 1950s, the Cold War is raging, and the CIA is low-key freaking out about the Soviets, right? Like full-on paranoia mode. They're like, we need to get ahead of these guys, even if it means breaking a few thousand ethical boundaries. Enter MKUltra. Imagine a world where the government could literally control your mind, erase your memories, implant new ones, even turn you into a freaking assassin without you even knowing it. Sounds like a bad trip, right? Well, it wasn't just a bad trip. It was a real thing. The CIA started experimenting on US citizens like regular people, with no idea they were being used as lab rats. And the messed up part is, they weren't using futuristic technology or anything, they were using LSD. Yeah, LSD, what were they thinking? They would dose people up, sometimes without their knowledge, and then subject them to all sorts of crazy psychological torture. Hypnosis, electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation, you name it, they tried it. Some people said they saw demons, others thought they were talking to aliens. It's like something out of Stranger Things. Only it was real life. And the saddest part? A lot of these people, they never recovered. They were left with permanent psychological damage, haunted by memories they couldn't even explain. They were like, wait, did that really happen or was it the acid? But they could never be sure, and to make matters even worse, the CIA in all their infinite wisdom decided to destroy most of the records. They were like, oops, our bad. We may have ruined a few lives, but let's just get rid of the evidence and pretend it never happened. So, we may never know the full extent of what went down in those secret government labs. Okay, so you guys know I love a good time travel theory, and this next one is next level insane. We're talking about the Philadelphia experiment, and it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Except it might be real. So, it's 1943, World War II is in full swing, and the US Navy is desperate to get an edge over the enemy. They're like, we need to make our ships invisible to radar, or even better, teleport them to different locations. And I get it, it's wartime, but this is where they lost me. They took this destroyer ship, the USS Eldridge, and fitted it with all sorts of experimental technology. We're talking massive generators, electromagnetic coils, the whole shebang. And the goal? To bend the laws of physics and make the ship disappear. Witnesses claim that for a brief moment, the Eldridge vanished into thin air. Poof! Gone! But then things got really weird. Some people said the ship reappeared in a different location hundreds of miles away before teleporting back to Philadelphia. But when it reappeared, everything was wrong. Some sailors were fused with the metal of the ship, like something out of a horror movie. Others were driven mad, ranting about seeing creatures from another dimension. And some just vanished completely, never to be seen again. The government, of course, denies the whole thing. They're like, nope, never happened. You're all just imagining things. But the rumors persist. Was this a failed experiment in invisibility, teleportation, or did the Navy accidentally open a portal to another dimension? We may never know for sure. Chapter 3. Project Stargate. The government's team of psychic spies. Okay, so you guys know I'm obsessed with all things psychic and supernatural. So when I heard about Project Stargate, I was like, shut up! Tell me more! This is a government program that's like the real-life X-Files. Imagine a world where the government has their own team of psychic spies, people who can see events happening miles away just using their minds. That was the goal of Project Stargate. It started in the 1970s during the height of the Cold War. The CIA was like, okay, the Soviets are up to something, but we don't know what. We need to find a way to spy on them without them knowing, and they decided to get creative. They started recruiting people with supposed psychic abilities, people who claimed they could see things that others couldn't. These remote viewers, as they were called, were trained to focus their minds on specific locations or targets, even if they were thousands of miles away. And the craziest part? Some of their visions were shockingly accurate. They were able to describe secret Soviet bases, locate missing hostages, even predict future events. It's like something out of Stranger Things, only it was real life. The government kept Project Stargate under wraps for decades, but eventually the truth came out. The program was officially shut down in the 1990s, but some people believe that the experiments never really stopped. They think that the government is still using remote viewers for top-secret missions, tapping into the hidden potential of the human mind. If these insane experiments were proven, imagine what might still be hidden. What else is the government keeping from us? Are we just scratching the surface of a much larger conspiracy? I mean, it's not that far-fetched to think that there are things going on behind the scenes that we can't even comprehend. What do you think? Which of these experiments scares you the most? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing mysteries. And trust me guys, I'm just getting started. Dramatic music fades out. Subscribe for more mysteries appears on screen.